Hey girl, let's go to the courthouse together and show those men how it's done. What the hell? He doesn't get to walk all over us like that. Seriously, I don't know what to do. I'm at my wit's end right now and I'm really scared. Oh no, he didn't. A divorce? Girl, you look like you need a hug. Come here. He clearly doesn't know what's coming his way. I'm about to unleash my anger on him like a hyena. John, I don't have time for this right now. Just say it to my face and say it straight. I can take it. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna let that slide. Not on my watch, Chrissy. Damn, what a comeback. She really said, "Objection, Your Honor." She's a bitch. He hasn't heard the last of me.
Hello, this is Paul.
Hi, Paul. This is Cassie. I'm actually from Planned Parenthood, honey. Do you have just a moment for a quick chat?
What's this for?
We recently had a woman come into the clinic and she tested positive for a pregnancy. She was a little bit disoriented, so we ran a paternity test and we did ultimately land you as being a very recent sexual partner for her. And we were wondering if it would be possible for you to come into the clinic, give us a sample, and then from there we can figure out next steps, if that makes sense.
Who is the person?
Okay.
I don't.
Unfortunately, honey, due to HIPAA, we are unable to release this woman's information.
I don't know what this is. I don't want to give out any personal information or anything like that because I don't know if this is a real call or a scam.
Oh.
Or
yeah. Well, honey, no one asked for your social security number, right?
Well,
you can make an appointment on the online portal, and then when we're at the actual clinic, when you're speaking with the actual doctors, then we're gonna do a little bit of an intake form. Of course, that's something that you can choose to consent to, or you can choose to decline to participate in.
okay.
Yes.
I feel like this is more of a scam than anything.
Okay, because I asked for your credit card information, right? Yeah, okay. Honey, again, I'm your friend. I'm trying to help you out here, hon. Quite frankly, undermining me in my place of work is not gonna get you too far. Right. At this point, given the additional risk of sexually transmitted diseases, which I'm sure you are aware of based off of your intercourse patterns these past 6 months, that's something we can discover as well and explore together in person.
Okay, yeah. But I haven't been sleeping with anybody, so I'm like...
Since when?
At least over a month.
Honey, okay. Let's rewind a little bit. Cassie said what Cassie means, okay? I told you, I said this is based off of what we've logged in the past 6 months. I'm going to make a deal with you, okay? I'll be honest with you if you'll be honest with me. Can we do that?
Okay.
Okay. Paul, we've had 4 women come into the clinic these past 4 months, flagging a transmission risk for you for sexually transmitted diseases. Now that we have a pregnancy in play, your case went from an orange to a purple. Okay, do you know what that means?
Okay.
You know what that
No,
means?
I do not.
That means your case went from, oh, to, oh, shit. Okay? So I'm trying to help you right now, Paul. Can you help me help you?
I don't know. Is there someone else I can talk to?
Okay, yes. Do you want to speak to my supervisor or what?
Sure.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, this is Fernanda Coelho. How can I help you?
That's the question I'm having. What's going on?
Okay, what have you been told, Paul?
Something about sexual transmitted diseases and a pregnancy.
And a pregnancy. Okay. Here's the deal. Okay. We have 4 women come into the clinic, okay? They say to us, oh no, I have intercourse with a man named Paul, and they test positive for STD, okay? And because they say that, we have to investigate, like police officer. We're a detective now, okay? And what happened?
Okay. Well, that's what I'm asking. How come I'd rather speak to a police officer or something so I know this is real?
Okay. I had to break it to you, but unfortunately, this is hospital. It's not jail. Okay. You're not in trouble per se, right? Police officer is for criminal. Okay. Are you a criminal?
No.
No. So we don't need police officer, okay? What we're trying to find out is the risk level of what you have, okay? So Cassandra has tell you that you were orange and now you are purple. So orange means medium risk level, and purple means very high, okay? So I tell Cassandra to call your telephone and say the problem that we have, okay? So what we need to... Hi, is this Mr. Zanetti?
Who's this?
Hi, this is Cassandra.
Are you trans? You got kind of a manly voice.
No, I'm not, sir. I'm a biological female.
Oh, you got a cold?
I do have a cold, yes.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, we had a little bit of an incident today in school.
What happened?
Okay, yeah, so I apologize. I wasn't sure if he had told you already.
No.
Yeah, so basically I'm an administrator at the school. And I was doing my rounds. I was visiting the physics class that he was in. He was chatting it up in class, no big deal. I just came up to him and I said, let's make sure to stay quiet while Miss O'Grady is speaking. And he actually used quite the explicative. He said, quote, oh, he did. He said, quote, he said, fuck you, bitch. Go to hell.
You bastard, get over here. Did you say that? You say that. Come here. Get over here. I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, so no, it was just a little situation.
Oh, it's not gonna be a little situation now.
Okay. The reason I was calling you today was because
I want him washing your car for a week. Inside and out.
I take public transit. I take public transit. Oh my gosh. I was just wondering, like, what can we do to make the most progressive step forward?
Well, I can kick his ass right now.
I
want to do at school.
No, I would prefer we don't take that route, sir. I would prefer we...
No, that's what we do in this house.
Oh, okay. Actually, the reason I was calling you is because...
You're butt ugly, aren't you? You sound like you're ugly.
Me?
That's why you take public transit. You're ugly.
I'm ugly.
Yeah. You got an ugly personality. You sound like a man. You're just ugly. Everything about you. I think we should all go in a circle and take turns saying who's our least favorite family member. Sorry for being late, guys. I just got an abortion. Okay, but like on a real note, who did everyone vote for this year? Let's all say our annual salaries on 3. Grandma, which one of your children is your least favorite? Let's all pick one person at this table who we definitely would not like if we weren't related. Can we just take a second and all share who was one person we were hoping wouldn't show up this year? Uncle Todd, are you more of a CNN or Fox News guy?
Whenever I get recognized in public, people always ask me, what's your name? What's your name? And I always give it because, like, if you're coming up to me, like, that means you probably like my videos and I'm going to love you and we're going to be friends. But I do not share that information online. People are insane. And when you do something like a prank call that can sometimes ruffle feathers, you have to be really fucking careful because it can be a matter of, like, safety. I used to go on TikTok live a lot. There was this girl that came onto my live as a guest and, like, I was accepting prank call requests at the time. And we did her prank call, like, it was fine. And I remember right before she left, she asked if I would follow her. Guys, if you meet your favorite creator in real life, don't ask them to follow you. It puts us in an uncomfortable position. Please don't do that. But I was, like, literally just a few months into social media at the time, so I said yes. I was like, sure. Because I thought this person was normal. And she started DMing me a lot. And I didn't really respond. Like, I never really interacted with her DMs, but they were constant. But one day, she made a video about me. And it went, like, fairly viral. And I was just, like, kind of, like, irked by that. Like, I was like, that's, like, really strange. I unfollowed her. And on my personal Instagram account, I get a follow request from her. What is this? Like, this is concerning. Throughout this whole time period, I was still going live, and she would still comment on my lives, being like, why'd you unfollow me? Talk to me. I would just ignore. Do not entertain it. Like, It's not worth my time. And I didn't know how she got my name, but we had one follower in common, and it was this girl that I went to high school with. So I DM'd this girl and I was like, hey, if you're giving her my information, like, please do not do that. Like, this person makes me really uncomfortable. And she was like, I don't know this person. We just go to the same school. I've never even met her. And I was like, oh. So at this point, I don't know what to do. I knew right from the start that it would be a stupid idea to use my actual phone number for these prank calls. So I never did. I always had an app that was like a second phone number, and I would like change it weekly. The old app I used to use required a phone number for sign up. She took the number that I had prank called her friend with, ran it through a system to check for my caller ID, and instead of it turning up my full name for caller ID, it turned up my phone number. So now I'm getting texts and calls and voicemails all day long from this insane girl. On my real number, she was sending me voicemails of like how like she was going to find me, of like how she was going to like me, and how she was going to like bury me where no one. It was dark stuff. It was very dark stuff, and it escalated. At first it was just like silly things like, why'd you unfollow me? But then it got really serious. At this point, I fully wanted to involve the police, but I was afraid she was going to somehow incorporate my prank calling and then get me into trouble somehow. I don't even know. I was like, it's not an option. So I took matters into my own hands. At this time, I was going to Europe. And whenever I go to Europe, I always have issues with data. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this time I decided that I was going to not buy international data. And I was going to go cold turkey, unplugged, meaning my number would be inactive for like a whole week. It was genius. Like, I will just say that much. Like, I was so smart to do this. For that whole week, I didn't text anyone on that phone number. I was using email. I genuinely felt like I was a pilgrim, like a little Victorian boy, like sending carrier pigeons back home. So I get back to the States a week later, and I have all this missed shit from her. But after a few days of like her text not sending and my phone being like, doo-doo-doo, she stopped. So I was like, okay, did we win? Because to clarify, from the start, I never interacted with this harassment, but it was still going through, and she knew that. So when it stopped going through, she became discouraged, and I was like, perfect. I basically pretended to be like this old lady that just got a new phone number because, of course, like, what better person than Cassandra Bowman to pretend to be an old lady, right? And yeah, I used my powers for good. I used my powers to protect myself. I used my powers for defeating evil. She's probably watching this video now, but the joke is on you because I changed my phone number, and you can't reach me. And I also made my caller ID Cassandra Bowman, so maybe in another life you can get me.